What is up, everybody? Welcome to the TechHub.training monthly challenge, Alteryx, to spend or not to spend challenge solution video. So let's just get right into it. So let me pull up the monthly challenge Excel sheet real quick. And so this is the corrected sheet. So I'm just going through all the, this is the employees, the capitalization, all wrong on there. So this trip sheet is where this data, each row was in one cell. So you had to parse it out into the different columns. What I did, I used the left, mid, and right. So trip ID, I did the left, and then got 4 characters from the left, and got the trip ID. Emp ID, did mid, started the 7th, went to the 10th. Purpose, I did mid 12, 12. Estimated cost mid 18, 19, and then actual was right, 3 from the right. And got all that into the right columns and rows, and now this is just the purpose descriptions. So open up the Alteryx. So you want to load up the corrected Excel sheet in here, and since it's just one file but 3 different sheets, I had to drag the file in 3 times and just select each sheet. I just wanted, employee sheet, trip sheet, and purpose sheet right here. So going through the employee sheet, I used the data cleansing tool and selected the columns I wanted to clean and did removing these white spaces, and then modified the case to title case. And then that made this, let's see, that go here. Looks all nice. Then from there, I used this filter tool to remove the null values in any row. So I started employee name and then removed the nulls here. I didn't remove them, I just filtered them out. Same with department, employee ID, city, state, and complaints. So the filter is saying, like, the true is if the column has data in it, it'll keep it. So then I got here, and these 109 records are records that don't have any null values. And as you can see, we started out with 117, so we filtered out about 8 records. Then this summarizing tool, I grouped them by employee name and summed the complaints, and got each employee complaints. As you can see, the records were reduced, so there were some duplicates, just fine. And then we'll get back to this join. So then I used the sum of the complaints by employee, joined it with this trip sheet. So again, I got this data set, removed the white space because my spaces were all kind of weird with that mid and left function. So I moved all the leading white space and all the white space. Then this select tool, I changed all the fields to double so they weren't strings, so I could join on them, and then remove. I just didn't select these other columns that didn't have any data in them. And then I connected all these records that we have, joined that with this trip, corrected trip table to get this table that has employee name, department, city, state, complaints, trip ID, employee ID, the purpose, and the estimated actual costs. So I used this table specifically 3 times, joined on the employee and emp ID. And then, so up here, took that table, grouped everything by employee name and the average estimated costs. Here, did a formula, added a new column called difference, and then used this formula to get the difference here. Then we just want the employees that are overspending. So difference less than or equal to 0. And that's true. And then that's when I combined all the employees that were overspending with the complaints by each employee, joined that on the employee name, then got these 9 records, sorted them by the difference and the output. So you can see not a real big correlation between complaints and overspending. Then going down from this master table, we'll call it, I grouped the data by the purpose and the estimated actual cost, the averages. Got here. So now we have the purpose IDs and the averages, and then same formula up here, add a new column called difference, you subtracted them. And now we don't have the purpose description, so that's when we join with the purpose table to this difference with the purpose table on the purpose ID, and we get this. And I selected the columns I wanted, which is just purpose ID, description, and the difference. And then, so we got that. That's the left join. And then we took this master table and just did another sum of complaints by purpose to get the number of complaints per purpose, joined it on with the difference in purpose, and got here. Then sorted that by difference and output. So, dining has the difference that we care about the most and the most complaints. The difference closest to 0, and then the most complaints. So hopefully you guys found this way, or hopefully you found maybe another way to solve this challenge. If you do, share it in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching and supporting TechHub.training.